Good morning, children. As our first term exams are going to start from 23rd October, so children, today we will be doing revision of English chapters. Okay, so we'll not waste much time and let's start with our revision. So the first question we have is meanings. First is meadows. Meaning of the word meadows is a piece of grassland. Next we have is opening. Its meaning is blooming. So this is an opening or blooming of the flower, right? When the flower opens, it blooms. So it's called as opening. Next we have is precaution. The meaning is to take care beforehand. Fourth, zeal, enthusiasm. We have enthusiasm, right, for any event or something like that. So that is the meaning of zeal. Next we have unauthorized, meaning having no authority. Having no authority means having no control or that much power in our hand regarding certain things. Sixth we have is panorama, view of the whole region. So panorama means taking a whole view of any particular region. Seventh, gaze. Its meaning look steadily or intently. In simple words, gaze means to stare at something. Eighth, cell. A compartment in the honeycomb. Now we all have seen how does a honeycomb look like. There are small compartments. Those compartments are called as cell. 9. Clerk, meaning a person who keeps records or accounts. So there are clerks in office, right, where they keep account or records of particular company, business or certain things. 10th we have is erudition, meaning learning scholarly work. So erudition means to learn any scholarly work. So children, we have finished with our meanings. Next question we have is complete the following lines. Now here, in order to complete the lines, you have to by heart the poem thoroughly. Because these lines are picked from the poem and you have to complete these lines. So when you learn the poem, you will be able to complete the lines. So the first one we have is where a young dash. It's from the first poem, past, present and future, where a young bird sits gathering its power. And from the same poem, another line is a sea dash, a sea beneath a cloudless sun. Here is a child dash. Now this line is picked from the poem from a railway carriage. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles, where the poet is telling us that while his train journey, he can see a child who is clambering in order to gather brambles, that are small berries. Next we have each a glimpse dash. So answer to it is each a glimpse and gone forever, which means that the poet over here is telling us that when he is traveling through train, after a glimpse everything goes away because the speed of the train is quite high. Next is and gather dash flower. Now this line is picked from the poem How Doth the Little Busy Bee, and answer to it is and gather honey all the day from every opening flower. So children, we have finished with this question. Now let's move towards the next question. Next question we have is answer the following questions. First question we have is how did Abdul manage to feed the birds without spending money? So the birds that they are talking about are hens. Answer: Abdul was in charge of Emperor's Murgi Khana. He fed the birds with the leftovers from the kitchen, like scraps, shells, kitchen waste, which the hens enjoyed. This diet not only made the hens healthy but was also free of cost. Question number 2. What is the speed of the railway carriage compared to? Answer. The speed of the railway carriage is compared to the speed of fairies and witches. Question number 3. What does the B stand for? Answer. The B stands for hard work and positivity, as the poet have explained us in the poem, right? Question number 4. What were the two important instructions? Now these are the instructions that were given by the receptionist to all the children who were going for the trip to the moon. So when they reached over there, they got certain instructions. Answer. The important instructions were: first, to be careful while roaming outside the human settlement, because outside the settlement the gravitational force was at work. Second instruction was to buy articles only from the shops which are inside the dome shaped settlement, because there the articles would be genuine. Question number 5. How did the emperor reward Abdul for his work? Answer. The emperor rewarded Abdul by making him in charge of the library. Sixth question. What is the green used for? Answer. The green is used for stringing the daisies. Seventh question. What does the crocodile stands for? Answer. The crocodile stands for laziness, mischief and negativity. Question number 8. What was special about Skywatch on the moon? Answer. The Skywatch was the stars shone dazzling bright against the dark background of the moon sky, because there is no atmosphere on the moon. Next question. What happens in the wink of an eye? Answer. In the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Question number 10. Why had the earrings become so heavy on the earth? Answer. The gravitational force of the moon made the earrings light on the moon, but it became heavy on the earth because of the earth's gravitational force. So children, we have finished with our answer the following. Now let us move towards the next question. Next we have is complete the following table. Over here students, this table will be given and you have to complete the table, what is original and what is parody. First we have is choice of subject, which means choice of an animal. So in original, the animal is a bee, and in parody, the animal is crocodile. Next we have is number of lines and stanzas. So the original poem consists 8 lines and 2 stanzas. Same with the parody. It also consists 8 lines and 2 stanzas. Next we have is same or similar construction. Now by this we mean the construction of the poem. In the first poem, How Doth the Little Busy Bee, the poet is explaining us how we are busy and why they are called as busy, because they work hard in order to gather the nectar from different flowers. And in the next poem, that is the parody, the poet is telling us how mischievous and scary the crocodile is, but in a funny way. So they both have a similar construction where the poets are explaining their characteristics. Next we have is tone of the poem. Now tone of the poem means that what the poem is written. Okay, so in the first poem, How Doth the Little Busy Bee, the tone is motivating, inspiring. After reading the poem, we get some inspirational thoughts and also we get inspired that how hardworking a bee is. So we also get inspired in order to work hard in our life. And the next poem is a bit humorous and sarcastic, which give us, though the crocodile is quite scary, but the poet has shown the crocodile in a very humorous and sarcastic way in the parody poem, that is the second poem. So this is the tone of the two different poems. First poem, that is inspirational, motivational, and the second poem is funny and humorous. Okay, so now children, let's see the next question. Next question we have is rhyming words. Now we all know children what are rhyming words. Rhyming words are the words that sound similar. First we have is witches. So its rhyming word is ditches. Witches, ditches. Second, battle, cattle. Third, plain, rain. Fourth, I, buy. Fifth, road, load. So as you all can see that all these words, they sound similar. Hence they are called as rhyming words. So children, here we come towards an end of the first part of our revision. The next part, that is part 2, we will be doing in our next class, wherein we will cover all our grammar topics and writing skill topics. So children, I wish you all good luck for your exam and do your best, give your papers well and score the highest mark in your exams. Okay, as we all have worked hard throughout this first semester, so pass with flying colors. Okay students, now I take a leave from you all. Bye bye everyone. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.